Yesterday, I had made a video called I finally got a job in tech with face tattoos and blue hair. You can do it too, right? And I got this comment, this one comment that said, "Why would you quit why would you get a job if you make money off of YouTube? You make 2,000 off of YouTube a month." I'm like, is there something wrong with first of all, there's so many things that's wrong with that statement because let me just preface the first thing, and that is like this is one of the main reasons why I never talk about my goals until they're accomplished, is because there'll be people like that in the comments that'll kind of try to discourage you from doing whatever it is that you want to pursue. That's why I usually don't tell people unless you're super close to me what I'm doing. Even then, I'm like super incognito about what I do, and I say things very vaguely, especially when it's something I want to protect, because we get comments like that I'm trying to celebrate and give people like a sense of motivation by telling them, hey, I have face tattoos and blue hair, and I still managed to break into tech in an IT role. You know what I'm saying? And the video's doing really well. You know what I'm saying? I saw a lot of comments. I replied to a lot of comments yesterday, and I tried to give some tips, resume tips as well. I sent my email to a few people. I would give my LinkedIn, but I don't really feel comfortable doing that because I know there's a lot of trolls on the internet, hence this video. But it's just crazy because I don't understand that statement. You know, um, why would you get a tech job, a tech support job, if you're making 2K a month off YouTube? First of all, I live in New York City. $2,000 a month is nothing. In order to get an apartment or something like that, you need to at least have 4.5 or 3.5 times the rent. Okay, so if the rent is like 1,500, you need to at least be making like $4,000 or $5,000 for them to even consider you to be a good applicant for that specific apartment. You know what I'm saying? $2,000 a month is nothing in New York. You know what I'm saying? Nothing. That's trash. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not downplaying my accomplishments as a content creator. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing content for 4 to 5 years. I done showed y'all the entire analytics. I broke it down to y'all like a science. I came from making 15, $20,000 a month on YouTube, and now I make like three, four. Right? Not bad at all. I appreciate it. But from somebody, if you look at it from my POV, from somebody who's been doing YouTube for 10, 11 years, you know what I'm saying? Why would I not want to get a job and look at it as supplemental income if YouTube AdSense is like this and there's so many factors that is outside of your control? Like, there was a part of me in the past that felt guilty for getting a job because I was like, I'm this great content creator. Why would I go back to getting a job? It's like taking a step back. But like realistically thinking, like me having a job doesn't make me any less of a creator than I am without a job. Real talk. I could still make this heat. I could still give you this hot heat without having to be like, oh man, I don't know how much I'm about to make this month. You know what I'm saying? And I could be doing everything right, but something changes on the algorithm and my money is cut in half. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, when YouTube Shorts came out, changing the algorithm, right? It affected everything, everyone. You know what I'm saying? This year has probably been one of the years where a lot of YouTube creators said they went back to their 9 to 5 job, and there's nothing wrong with that. We live in a time where like being an entrepreneur is like glorified and like, oh my God, it's this amazing thing. You could, you know what I'm saying, take time off and do whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking it, but like I've been on the other side where I was a full time like YouTuber for 3 to 4 years at a time. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, it's great. It's amazing. You get your own schedule, but the mental stress of thinking about the best idea to get more views, you know what I'm saying? And there's other avenues for me to monetize as well, like creating courses or things of that nature, but that wasn't something I was interested in, you know what I mean? And a lot of people would have been like, "Oh, that's your fault." But it's like, why would I why would I want to create a course if that's something that I'm not interested in doing, you know what I'm saying? I've sold merch, I've done all these things, you know what I'm saying? And I just didn't want to have to deal with the what you gonna call it, the financial stress of saying, I didn't get that much views this month, so I'm not gonna get this much money. You know what I'm saying? And it is elements outside of my control. So I was like, okay, I don't mind doing YouTube and having a job with it. I'm still gonna be able to make the same money, maybe even more, because I'm not stressing about making a viral video. I'm not pumping out ideas out of the energy of desperation. I'm just kind of going with the flow, like how I am right now. Before I would just be like, nah, I don't know about this. Like I'll be overthinking everything because every video had to be a hit, because if I didn't get a viral video, that means no money. Okay? It was a very stressful place to be mentally. And now that I have a job, you know what I'm saying, that I like, for some reason, someone takes it upon themselves and say, I don't think that's a good. Why would you get a job if you're making money 2K a month off YouTube? Like what? There's nothing wrong with that. I just like what, like, can someone in the comments like explain to me what is the logic behind that? Maybe it's a scalability like thing. Oh, if you can make 2K, you can make 8K. I was the guy that made 15K a month off YouTube. Like I've been on that side where I was making bank. But literally, like I showed you the video. Literally December, I remember it like it was yesterday. It was December 2020, like the last quarter of September 2022. From like August to December 2022, I was bugging out on YouTube. I was making 10 G's a month. And I didn't spend like a madman because I don't do that, right? But I was like, okay, I'm doing great content because my videos had popped off because I kind of became the face of a dance called the Sturdy Dance, right? I saw it coming from a mile away, and I was a dance teacher at the time. See, I still had a job, right? I was a dance teacher at the time, and I was teaching people. And one of my students was like, "You know how to do this dance?" And they told me about the Sturdy Dance. I was like, "Oh wow, that look familiar." So I taught it on YouTube, blew up, and now the whole world's doing it. Not because of me, but you know it was trending at the time. I capitalized off that trend, and now if you literally go on Google right now. Let me just make an example, right? Go on Google right now. Move this over. Let's bring this up. Don't mind that. Go on Google right now. You go on Google, you type Sturdy Dance, right? I always bring up this. This is me right here. This is me. This is me. I am literally the face of that thing. Sturdy Dance again. That's me, right? And that entire 2022, 2023, I I was wilding. I made a video where I went outside to Town Square and I was giving out. I was doing like Sturdy dance battle competitions, and then Sturdy Off happened. You know what I'm saying? Like I literally like created that wave in a sense. You know what I'm saying? And that resulted in me making tens, $15,000 a month, and I was like, holy smokes! But in the back of my mind, I'm like, I already know this is gonna die at some point. Let me just ride the wave and stash the bread, right? So I ride the wave, right? And at the beginning of 2023, right, in December, I made like 16, $17,000, and literally the beginning of January 2023, I went straight down to making $6,000. I'm like, It wasn't gradual. It was straight down. I was like, oh hell no. I am not relying on this. You know what I'm saying? And mind you, as a YouTuber, I know this is not reliable, but I didn't expect it to be that sharp of a decline. Mind you, I was getting more views at the time, right? And then I was like, okay, whoa, what is happening here? And ever since that point, I've been in a state of anxiety when it came to like financial stability. You know what I mean? Okay. If you plan on being a YouTube content creator, diversify your income. That is probably the most important thing you can do. Or do not base your content around trendy topics. But that, like, being a content creator, you kind of have to take advantage of those moments too. So it's not like I played my cards wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's just the natural state of being a content creator. It's gonna be like this. So I said, I'm okay. I want something that's stable and that when I get more skills or acquire more skills, I can make more money, right? YouTube isn't like that. You can be a sick video editor, but if you have the wrong title or the wrong thumbnail or just terrible timing or terrible luck, your video can be trashed. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about, right? Just because you have the best video editing style or you edit your video like Mr. Beast doesn't mean your video is going to perform well. So I said, you know what? Let me go get a 9 to 5 and do YouTube and use it as a supplemental income instead of relying on it to base my whole foundation of life on, because that is a mental that is why I took a break off of my main channel, because that is a mental battle that I don't think I would want anyone to experience, bro. Honestly, that is, you know what I mean? I wouldn't want to do it. A lot of people gonna be like, "Hey, you weren't up for the challenge, this, that, and the third." It's like, nah. I was on YouTube for 11 years. When I was like 13, 14. I'm 26 now. I've been consistent, persistent for a long time. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still pushing content. You know what I'm saying? And I will be going back to making content on my dance channel on YouTube soon. I just had to take a break, recalibrate. You know what I'm saying? Get right. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And take a different approach. And I promise you, this time around, it's probably going to be way better because, like, I'm doing these videos, what I actually like doing. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm going to make my dance tutorials that I usually do. And then I make my gaming and my streams on the side. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't have to make a certain type of content because I can rely on my job to provide for my, you know what I'm saying? Give me money as well. You know what I'm saying? And then we could scale the business, and then we could acquire some more skills over here, or we could keep you could keep the job the same and just make the business go crazy. Just let the job acquire the baseline funding of living. Okay. To this video is just to talk about, like, why I do not personally like to address my goals out loud unless you are close to me, as in like I talk to you in person, right? And that is not a lot of people. Or we talk on my phone. Shout out to CoScript, that's my boy. You know what I mean? He be knowing the what I be up to. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is exactly why. This is a prime example of why I do not like telling people my goals in public, because they got some people that just don't understand the vision. Okay? You don't want to be you don't have to be a struggling artist to be a successful artist. You hear a lot of these stories that's like, "Oh yeah, I was homeless and then I blew up and got $1 million." You don't have to do it like that. There are smarter ways to go about it. You can get a 9 to 5 and fund those dreams. You could get there a lot faster with that 9 to 5 because you got money to put into it. You got an engine behind that jaw now, right? Everything is marketing, no cap. You need marketing to get this camera. You need money to get this camera. You need money to get internet. You need money to get this laptop to edit on. You need money to put a service on your phone for CapCut. So why wouldn't I get a job? Even though I'm making money on YouTube already, what's wrong with getting a job and amplifying the money? I don't see anything wrong with that. Maybe I'm missing something. I don't know. I guess like I won't have enough time in a day, but that all comes down to time management. Nobody needs 24 hours to throw into their business. Nobody needs that much time. You know what I'm saying? It's not about the amount of time you spend on something. It's about how you use the time. Okay? That's all I wanted to say, man. I appreciate all the comments. Now, I did not expect that video to blow up the way that it did. It's at like what, 4,000 views in a day. I don't think I've ever had a video do that well in a while. So I appreciate y'all. You know, I see a lot of y'all having that are in the tech field and are also experiencing like job difficulty. But all I'm gonna say is push on. You know what I'm saying? The premise of that title, me having face tattoos and blue hair, it was not to kind of say, "Hey, go get face tattoos and blue hairs and get a job." I did not say that. All I was saying was, I'm a person that got blue hair and face tattoos, and I still managed to get a job, right? Even though I stacked the odds against myself. You know what I'm saying? I still managed to get a job because they whatever I put on my resume, they believed it. I'm able to articulate my thoughts. I'm able to be a good person, and they felt that. And as a result, I got hired, right? That's all it is, right? So again, if you are the type to tell people your goals and like that pressure, great. Me, on the other hand, I keep it super low key and I let it show for itself. That's just how I am and how I roll, and this is a perfect example of why um, I don't tell people exactly what I got going on unless there's a common interest, or it's just, sometimes it slips out because you get excited. We're human beings, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, protect your dreams and avoid people like this, because they'll be the same people that knock you over and try to deter you or tell you that your dreams are a little delusional, right? A dream will start off as being delusional until it's actually being done. Okay? Let's keep it a band. You gotta believe in yourself before everybody else does. I don't want this to sound like no cliche anime video or anime snippet. Believe it. Nah, we ain't doing that. I just want to keep it a band with y'all. But that comment was crazy. And it's just like I really I don't understand. Like, let me know in the comment section how y'all feel about that comment. You know what I'm saying? The person is probably watching the video down. I don't take any offense to it, but I just didn't. It didn't make sense to me. Why it was? Why would you say that I'm trolling for wanting to get a job even though I make money on YouTube? I don't understand. I don't get what's wrong with getting more money. I don't get it. I can't get it. You know what I mean? But hope y'all enjoyed this video. Let me know y'all thoughts about this particular topic, or just talking about your goals out loud in like public. Do you do that? I'm gonna read the comments. Y'all know I like tickler tackling. You know what I mean? But yeah. I think my next video is gonna be a YouTube analytics breakdown and a TikTok YouTube/analytics breakdown. I said YouTube/TikTok analytics breakdown. I just finished having, class, so you know what I mean, and I'm in class too, so yeah, I'm doing a lot. But yeah, let me know if y'all want the YouTube/TikTok analytics video. I'm gonna do a breakdown. I'm trying to like cover it. I might do it in like two separate thingamajiggers, because it'll be like 2 hours long if I do a YouTube/TikTok, and y'all gonna have to get some coffee and drinks and all type of things, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna have to bring it to the bar. I'm not gonna lie. Okay? But y'all let me know in the comments. Let me know what y'all feel about this video. I really want to hear y'all thoughts. Let me know if I'm tripping or not for feeling like that was a wild comment. Like, what? Like, that didn't make no sense to me. I'm not offended. I didn't lose sleep over it, but I was just like, I rose an eyebrow to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just like, what? But yeah, y'all let me know. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, 10K on the way. I said 10K, 100K on the way. You know what I'm saying? I got one plaque over here. Bring it onto the screen real quick. I mean, we already, you know what I mean? Got one plaque over here. Now we got to get the second one, baby. We got to get the second one. We got to get the second one, folks. We got to get the second one, man. We right there. 100K around the corner, folks. Got to get the second one. All right, y'all. Y'all be good. Y'all be safe. You know what I mean? And keep the haters away, because they're going to try to block you from greatness. No cap.